Hi friends, Scott here from Sharing the Burden. I had to tell you this story, this spiritual story that's so enlifting. Julie and I woke up this morning and the first thing I remembered that somehow my mirror had popped off the windshield. My rearview mirror had popped off the windshield yesterday and I couldn't drive. It was flopping around, has a bunch of wires hanging out of it and so on. I'll show you that at the end of this little story. But anyway, this morning we decided, well, let's plan a little. Let's try the Audi dealership. Let's go to the vintage car place you got the car from, and then let's go to your friend who you use for this and that kind of repair. You've got a contact there, and let's call another friend who knows the Audi vehicle very well, and I'm sure things will come together. You know what? We did all of those things, and for one thing or another, answers didn't come back. We had to wait too long, etc., etc. A little bit of attitude here, a little bit of attitude there. Mostly, though, just wasn't fitting. It just wasn't working. We came back home somewhat deflated because we had about 8 things to do on our list and got none of them done. And back we come, and I go downstairs and think, well, what's the next move from my perspective here? And, all of a sudden it hit me, did you try, Scott, to pray about this thing? Get some help? You're always telling people that, God's the answer and so on. Well, what about you? And immediately I said, whoa, wow, Lord, I am sorry. Please help me. I don't know what to do with this thing. And for those of you who pray or have intuition or feel spiritual, you know what I mean when I say the sixth sense said, Scott, go back out to your car, bring your toolkit, and, and see what happens. So, yes, I will. And so I did. Out I come, bring my toolkit, get back in the car to measure the job and to see what we're up against, what tools might be of help. I just took a look and thought, well, maybe it's just going to work this way. And I got up, and as I just lifted the mirror hanging from the wires, a little plastic piece came off that was to cover part of the wiring up to the ceiling in this automobile. And anyway, it came off, and then I was immediately able to see how the connection worked to put the thing back on. Now, you got to remember, the Audi dealership told me, oh, we have to bring in a glass specialist, and Scott says, oh, well, is he working today? Oh, no, he doesn't work for us. We have to bring him in. It's a special service, and, I was adding dollars up before I even went any further, but I got a little bit of a uncomfortable feeling the way I was being talked to there. So I said, not to worry, we'll figure something out. And off we went to do all those other things I mentioned before. And of course, none of them worked. So anyway, as I'm doing this, I just push this up and think, this has got to be some kind of twist action with that gearing and with that precision there. And so I moved it a certain way, turned it to the right, click, it's working. Problem solved. Do you think God had anything to do with this? Do I pray to the God who has answers? You be the judge. But I know what I'm doing. Hey, and if you want to learn how to do it, give me a call. And if you can't do it, I'll do it with you. We have a lot of results with two-way prayer practiced by several people at the same time. So ask me all about that. I'd love to tell you. I'd love to tell you a lot of different things that have worked in my life, that have made horrible situations workable, that have corrected situations in my own behaviors, etc., etc., etc. Love to be a part of it, and that's all we do at Sharing the Burden is join people, have them join us, and together we support each other and we move ahead. And I think making a difference in the long shot as well as in the short shot, and we do all of this for absolutely no money. If you ever hear of us doing fundraisers, the fundraisers are just to get people to the places where they can do work, which is in often cases jails, prisons. We do a lot of work in there, seeing a couple hundred people a month now. So, people, if you want a cause, we're a good one. And I promise you, as a founder and director of this organization, that I will not take money from it. I've vowed not to take money ever. So if that's a concern, know that all we do here is all I do is make sure expenses are covered. And if that means other people need to at some point come on the payroll to be paid, well, that's fine. That's the way it should work. But I, as the leader, will not be. Okay? So hopefully that helps us in the long run and helps you make decisions. And remember, we're a charitable org and sharingtheburden.ca. Go to stbradio.ca, pick up broadcasts we do every Tuesday morning, and just learn about who we are before you even think about it. But probably the most important thing you do for us is pray. The second most important thing you do for us is join us. Share your stuff. We'll share our stuff. And believe me, this works. I swear it works. Okay? God bless you. Great weekend. Talk to you all soon.